Welcome back, Duck fans. GM Superbman brought back the same team for year 4 as last season, but added the Selke star Patrice Bergeron to help out defensively. Unfortunately, John Gibson's injury woes are still haunting him, and with a record of 22-18-1 at the halfway mark, can the Ducks make the playoffs, or will it be another season lost to injuries? Tune in to find out. All right, Anaheim, we are back, and it's time for us to continue our Year 4 regular season with your Anaheim Mighty Ducks. With a record of 22-18-1, we've got to figure out why this team is underperforming so that we can make the playoffs. If I miss the playoffs again, after getting one game away from the Stanley Cup Finals in year 2, to miss the playoffs in year 3 and 4 while trying to grow young players, I mean, this might be the worst stretch that GM Superbman has ever had to go through. We got our Twitch scouts in here who are doing the quack attack right now, talked about some potential changes, and realistically, it just comes down to line changes. I was thinking about maybe moving Patrice Bergeron up to the first line to help out defensively. I don't know. There's a lot that we can do. So first up, because we're at January 1st, there's one player that is in need of a contract extension. I'm not going to offer one to Bergeron or any other of those veterans. Our defensemen are already signed for the next 2 seasons. But our backup goaltender, who is quickly becoming our starting goaltender based on the stats on the year, he does want an extension. So at 81 overall, he wants a 2-year deal. I'm just going to give him the year length that he wants. All right. 2 years at .7750 for a Dostal. Bang. There it is. All right. So that'll at least lock him up, and we can save some cap space with our backup goaltenders. Now, I want to show you guys something. I was trying to figure out why we are not simulating so well, because statistically, we look good on paper. All right. And right now, our team doesn't have any injuries. So going forward from this point, if we can stay healthy, I expect this team to be simulating and winning more games than they're losing, all right? First line, I mean, we're scoring goals, which is a good thing, all right? Patrice Bergeron and Johnny Gaudreau are basically point per game, and they're not like -10 or -20, so they're getting it done 5v5, and this has been trending in the right direction. Zegras at -4 on the third line. I mean, that's nothing. Our fourth line are plus players. Look at our defensemen. Fowler and Axelson, +3, +7. Lindholm is a -4. Drysdale -1, but that's not horrible. Stetcher and Gooley, +9, +3. Goaltenders, all right? Dostal, 12-7-0 with a .913 save percentage. It comes down to John Gibson, who's a 90 overall. I mean, he was supposed to be the franchise piece of this team, and he's just not playing like it. I mean, I can't do anything about that. I have the team on front of him. Dostal is playing better than him. We need John Gibson to be playing like John Gibson, because the rest of the team basically doing their job. Take a look at the team stats. Goals for per game. We're 3rd best in our division. So we're scoring goals. We are absolutely scoring goals. We don't even need to be the best defensive team in the NHL like we were in year 2. We just need to be somewhat competent. Goals against per game. Look at this. We are the 3rd best in our division. Now, it's still at .295, and there's a lot of teams that are around the same numbers. But this is what I mean. Our division is not that strong. We should be in a good spot. Power play percentage, where every 5 power plays, we're scoring a goal. So our power play is looking good, and our penalty kill is tops. So this is what I mean. We had some weird statistical anomaly going on right now. I like our team 5v5. I like our power play. I like our penalty kill. I just need my goaltender to be a Vezina candidate, which he should be at 90 overall, for us to actually see some results. All right, so I'm going to really start making some micromanagement changes in this video. I didn't mean to move Sam Steele to the second line. But if I need to move Patrice Bergeron up to this first line to load up, to help keep the puck out of the net, I might start doing it, all right? And I might bring back Adam Larson for the second line to play alongside of Lindholm, and Drysdale can go down, because we need to start winning games, all right? We currently have a wild card spot, but we're what's it called? We're sharing the wild card with the Canadian division. The Montreal Canadiens have 40 points. The Canucks have 39. Only 5 points in. But I'm not trying to make the wild card. I want to catch the Sharks. I want to catch the Blues, and hell, we can even catch the Colorado Avalanche. All right. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get back to simulating. Take it up to the trade deadline. I don't know. I'd like to take it to the end of the regular season, but we'll have to wait and see. All right. So hang on. There's one last thing to give you guys I could give all of you guys a visual. Scratch players, Getzlaf, Larson, and Terry. All right, and our goaltenders, Johnny Gibb is in the net. All right, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start it up. The year 4 regular season. Can we get ourselves back into this? First game up against the San Jose Sharks, big team in our division, and that's a 3-2 win in a shootout. All right, so that's good defense. Lucas Dostal has signed an extension for 2 seasons. Beautiful. All right, up against the Arizona Coyotes. They're in our division. They have that second wildcard spot. We win it 2-0. All right, so the last 3 games, we've been playing pretty good defensively. Now we just keep this going. John Gibson, pull your stats back to respectable. Keep on scoring goals, and we're going to get ourselves back into the playoffs. And then when that happens, maybe John Gibson can go off. Up against the Carolina Hurricanes. That is a 5-2 victory. All right, the defense is there. Up against the Buffalo Sabres, the team that made the Stanley Cup Finals 2 years ago now, right? Pro Scouts calling. Don't worry about that. Miska Kukkonen, view player info. Let's see. No, hell no. 23 years of age, medium top 6, 70 overall. I'm going to decline that player. And that's a 5-2 loss up against Buffalo. Buffalo's a good team, though, with Jack Eichel. All right, just keep on winning, boys. The next team that we can catch are the St. Louis Blues, and we have 2 games in hand. We could actually pass them and get to 55 points. Up against the Winnipeg Jets, Canadian division, important. That's a 4-2 victory. Great job, boys. Johnny Gibb might be playing well now. Up against the Montreal Canadiens, the Stanley Cup winners from year 2, a 1-0 loss. I hate seeing that so much, man. A 1-0 loss. We did our job defensively. We did our job for the goaltending. We just didn't score a freaking goal. Didn't even get a point in overtime. Up against the Calgary Flames with Shane Wright, 4-3 victory. And up against the Ottawa Senators, another Canadian division team, and that's a 5-3 loss. All right, so 5-5-0 in our last 10, 27-21-1 with the All-Star break, 55 points. We're within our division. The Canucks, though, are on their way, only 4 points back. All right, so just keep on winning games, boys. Keep on winning. If we play at this pace for the rest of the season, we should make the playoffs. All right, so we got ourselves the All-Star break. Don't worry about the AHL team. That's Drieger. That's the goaltender. I'll put him back in when he gets in there. All right, All-Star break, ladies and gentlemen. Boom. Up next is the Pittsburgh Penguins. Now, yeah, I will put Drieger back in. Now, trades. For the trade deadline, I want to know that we're a playoff-bound team. I made the mistake last year of trading for a guy like, what's his name, Duncan Keith, giving up a second and 2/3. I don't want to do that again this season, especially don't want to be giving up my first. Although, if we can pull ourselves into a spot where it's like, hell yeah, we're going to make the playoffs, then maybe if there's a player, if the right player is available, maybe I'll pull the trigger on a big trade, all right? But right now, I'm just letting these guys play. Next up, the Pittsburgh Penguins, after the All-Star break, 8-6 victory. All right, so the 1-0 loss that we had is answered back with the 8-6 victory, all right? We shouldn't have won that game, but the offense helped us out. And that's 8% off of Grammarly for the next month, apparently, from the fan art. Next up, the Washington Capitals. Let's see, 4-1 victory. Beautiful. Philadelphia Flyers. They're 8-1-1 in their last 10. Oh, look at this. We just come into the Atlantic Division, basically. Beat Pittsburgh, beat Washington, beat Philly. Next up, Boston. Come on, beat the Boston Bruins with Rocky McInnes, baby. That's a 2-1 loss. I wonder what kind of season Rocky McInnes is having. Hang on a second. I want to take a look at Rocky. All right, from the Boston Bruins. Let's see, Rocky, where is he? He's playing 4th line ice time. He's got himself 19 points in 53 games played, a -11. Damn, they got him on. He's playing 9 minutes of ice time a game. This poor guy. The Boston Bruins, they're making sure that he grows the right way, playing Boston Bruin hockey. They brought back Phil! All right. Man, no wonder they won. They got Rocky and Phil. Forget about it. Florida Panthers, a good team right here. 2-1 loss. See, we're winning games all of a sudden. When John Gibson stays healthy, look what happens. All right, 4-2 loss. All right, so back and forth. I want to get back on a winning streak. Now, Colorado, in our division, we have 63 points. My God, all of a sudden, all these other teams are doing well as well. Yeah, we gotta go on a streak. We gotta go on a winning streak, all right? I mean, I'm getting very nervous here. Colorado Avalanche, a good team in our division. Yeah, that makes sense. So a 4-2 loss and now a 6-3 loss. If I lose another one, I might shake up the lines a little bit. Yeah, okay, I'm going to shake up the lines a little bit, all right? So I want to see what I can do. I'm going to try Patrice Bergeron on the first line. I want to see what he does there, all right? Sam Steele, and I'm moving Zegras down to the 4th line, all right? What I'm also going to do is I'm going to take up Brendan Gooley. I'm going to throw in Adam Larson. That's going to initiate the +3 on that second line, all right? Now let me just take a look at my power play. Make sure my penalty kill, it's Larson's in there. Stetcher, Lindholm, Bjugstad, Zucker. Bjugstad. Do I have a... hang on. Bjugstad, Zegras. Yeah, that's the reason. It's because I want Troy Terry in there. Do I want to take out Bjugstad for Troy Terry? What's Bjugstad? No, Bjugstad's having a good season, 5v5. I'll just deal with the penalty kill the way it is. All right, so those are the minor changes. I want to see what Bergeron can do on this first line, all right? So we'll give them 3 games here just to see what happens. If nothing goes our way, then I'll flip the lines back. Up against the New Jersey Devils. They are above 500. A tough team here. 5-3 victory. Good job, Bergie. If Bergie can get me some W's, I'm going to leave him on that first line. The playoffs are everything right now, okay? We've got to make the playoffs. Up against the Toronto Maple Leafs. 35-20-6. A real good team right here are the Maple Leafs. A 4-2 victory. We shut down the high offense from the Toronto Maple Leafs. A high-powered offense. Next up, the Tampa Bay Lightning. Adam Larson's been injured with a mild concussion. Estimated return is February 28th. All right, so let me just do this manually. That is going to be Gooley coming back in. So Larson comes in, helps us out a little bit, and then goes down with an injury. All right, so let me move Drysdale back up there. Special teams, penalty kill. Gooley's going to be in there on the penalty kill. Stetcher, Lindholm, Fowler. Actually, I can go Axel Anderson, right? Because he's only got a yellow for that. There you go. All right, or not Axel Anderson, Par Axelson. I hate that I have 2 of those defensemen with similar names because I always screw it up. That's a 3-2 loss up against the Tampa Bay Lightning. I still liked what Patrice Bergeron was doing right there. Next up, the Columbus Blue Jackets. Let's see, 5-2 loss. Damn it, man. We just like... I'll go back to, anytime we go on a little bit of a winning streak, we just answer back with 2, right? So, there was 2 wins, and now 2 regulation losses again. 3 regulation losses there after 3 wins for us. It's just, we're basically right at 500. I cannot find the right combination. We still have a wild card spot. We actually have a wild card spot by a lot in the Canadian division, which is nice. We got to start winning games. Up against the New York Islanders, that's a 5-4 victory. All right, so if I advance one more day, we're going to come to the trade deadline. Let's do our due diligence, take a look around the NHL, see if there's anyone available. Our first overall pick is going to be, it's going to have some value to it. I don't really want to trade it away, though. That's for damn sure. So let's take a look around the league. All right, scouter or skaters matching the block. Any players, any mid-80 overall players. I'm not looking for prospects, all right? No way, no how. Bowers, he's an RFA. That's not going to work out. Mayfield's 3 years left, 82 overall. Defensive defenseman. That would just be some patchwork for this team. I don't like that. Yarncroc, sniper. We don't really need another sniper on this team. Noel, Mata. I want mid-80s. Somebody 84 or higher. Here we go. Eric Gustafson, the guy that I didn't get last season. He's 1 year older. Top 4 defensive pairings, but he's not a penalty killer. So remember last year we were trying to get him for the penalty kill. It doesn't look like it worked out. So we could bring him here for 3 seasons, but that is a pretty high trade value. Tyson Barrie, offensive defenseman. Victor Rask, $10 million at 83 overall. Jesus, what were they doing there? Palmieri, Blake Coleman, 2-way forward. All right, so there's another penalty killer. The thing is, we already have tons of those guys, so I don't really need him. Eberle, a sniper, top 6. We already have Vrana. We already have Goudreau. That's not going to help us out at all. Kasha, no. Honka, Erik Karlsson. Ryan Pulock would be an interesting one. All defensive pairings this guy works on, but he doesn't kill penalties. But that could be the upgrade from Brendan Gooley. So, you know what? Let me just, let me remember Ryan Pulock, all right? Because he's also got the same contract length as all of our other players. 2 years left. So that could be interesting. Jamie Oleksiak, Tony DeAngelo. No. St. Louis, Torrey Krug. No, I don't need an offensive defenseman. No. Toronto, no. Vancouver, no. Shea Theodore. The fans were saying to bring Shea Theodore home. Problem is, guys, look at that trade value. I have to give up so much. I mean, what would I have to give up? Skaters matching the block. I mean, you're talking about Korinen, right? You're talking about that sniper Korinen that we're trying to grow. That's a lot to give up. Goaltenders, Petrovicki, the people's pick. Nah, I don't like doing that, boys. That's a little bit too much. And I could do that, and then we could just miss the playoffs, right? That's what I would hate about it, something like that. So, no, I'm not going to do that. Washington, they got Blizniak. Winnipeg, no. All right. So, ultimately, the best player I could be going for is this Ryan Pulock guy, right? And I would replace Brendan Gooley with him. So, first off, do they want Brendan Gooley? Gooley. No, they don't. So, I would throw him in the trade, but I have to give them something that they want now. So, hang on a second. Skaters matching the block. Korinen, Goudreau, Vrana, no. Comtois, Lundstrom, Steele, no. Livingston, Zegras, Mo Perry. I mean, these are our young players, though. Tracy probably not going to become much for us. Braden Tracy. First round in 2029, but, I mean, or not 2029, 2019. He's not really going to become much. Wallace, look at that. He's jumped up to a 78 overall. That's nice. Zucker, and I'm waiting on those guys because I want to see, what's it called, if they can kill penalties in the future. So, Gooley, and then, like, let's see, draft pick. Do they want a draft pick? Next year's second? What would you guys think about something like that? Defenseman for defenseman, all right? They get themselves a prospect, and they get themselves a second for Pulock. Overpay? Well, that's pretty, I mean, I'm giving up a lot. Overpay? No. I mean, a third. I mean, Ryan Pulock is a real good player, though, guys. I mean, he's not even a rental. He's an 86 overall player that I can get for this year and for next year. Let's take a look at his stats here. Fleecing them? I'm fleecing them. Well, I want to make sure I don't fleece them. He hits. He does turn the puck over, but there's no doubt in my mind that he's going to be a better fit for this team than Gooley. So you know what? I would like to try to make this work. All right, Pulock for Gooley. Tracy, there's the prospect that they can give up. Got to make sure that I'm not fleecing them, the fans are saying. So next year's second, what else would they want? Goaltenders matching the block. Petrovicki, Drieger, Dostal. I'm not giving up you guys. What about anybody down here, prospect-wise, that I can go after? Troy Terry, I'm not holding on to you. Mattheos. 2 years left. I might as well hold on to Matthews. They want him. He's not much, though, for them. So I'll throw in another draft pick then. All right? Throw in another draft pick. I'll throw in my third for this season. All right, so I still have my first, then we're dropping back to fourths. But the reason I'd be willing to do that is because if we don't have a good season, all right, we're going to have 2 years left on everybody's contract. That's when we can start to flip some players. So I could flip a Zucker at the end of the season for a second. I could flip Bjugstad at the end of the season for a second. I could flip, what's his name? I think I could flip Larson at the end of the season. Where's Larson? Larson, there you go. He's injured, yeah. So I could definitely do that. Too much? Well, I don't think it is too much, guys. I want to make sure that I'm not fleecing the computers. You're getting a bona fide player here, and I'm giving them back 2 draft picks. They're not getting a first. They're getting a prospect, and they're getting Brendan Gooley, a roster player. So for everyone on YouTube, this is what I have to deal with the Twitch scouts. All right, I made sure to do this now before the trade deadline because I've learned my lesson. In the trade deadline, I got to work. They're saying nay. All right, too much. Well, if it's too much... Gooley. No, you know what? I don't think that's too much. I think that's a good trade. I think that's a good straight-up trade. All right, because my second rounder is only high in value because they're assuming I'm going to be a bad team next season. So I want to make sure I don't fleece them. Gooley, Tracy, and a second and a third for Ryan Pulock for 2 more seasons. Will it go through? Trade accepted. If I didn't accept this offer of yours, the San Jose Sharks would call for my resignation. Whatever. I wanted to make sure I did not fleece them, and I certainly did not. Bang. There it is. All right, so he's up on the team as Ryan Pulock. Now, let's edit the lines, and let's see what we got. You're effing retarded? I don't think I am. I think that's going to help out our playoff chances. Let me see his lineups. Yeah, the second line. So I could throw him up on the second line, +3. Hell yeah. What about the first line? No. What about you? Ooh, Stetcher and Pulock on that first line. Cam Fowler and Lindholm on the second line, and then Axelson and Drysdale on the third, and then we sit down Adam Larson. Look at that. Look at that. That's starting to load up our blue line a little bit more, but I still think I want Fowler on the first line. I think I'll go Pulock here, and then Axelson there, because Axelson was having a good season. Yeah, Axelson's playing fine, and then we still get the 2+3s. Then it's going to be Troy Stetcher and Jamie Drysdale, all right? Now, power play. Fowler, Lindholm, Drysdale, and Jones. I want to get Pulock in there. Drysdale's not really... Let me take a look at Drysdale's power play numbers. He's got 1 power play point, so he's not really a power play specialist for us. I've got to make sure that I maximize that. I'm going to go with Ryan Pulock on the power play. All right, with Max Jones. 4-man power play looks good. Penalty kill. All right, Stetcher, Lindholm, Fowler, Axelson, Pulock. He shouldn't kill penalties. No, he's going to be the exact same as Fowler, but he's still going to be much better. All right, so Fowler and Pulock right there. 3-man penalty kill. Pulock is in there. Nice. Extra attackers, Bergeron and Goudreau. Nice. 4-on-4 lines. Fowler, Axelson, Drysdale, Lindholm, Stetcher, and Pulock. Sure, you can have a good player on each line. Axelson, I'm going to take you out. Going to put Pulock in on the overtime. Fowler, Lindholm, Pulock. Nice. Yeah, that looks good. I'm actually going to move you up, Bergeron. We got to load up all of our best players, man. We have to make the playoffs. All right. And then Larson's going to come back from injury, and we'll be good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so I did it. I made the trade before the trade deadline. If there's anyone else that we could go after, I mean, if there's somebody that is way too good to pass up, so be it. But ultimately, like, this is pretty much our team for year number 4. The good news about a guy like Pulock, he's not like Duncan Keith. He's got 2 years left, so even if things don't go our way, he's a trade asset come the draft, all right? Bang, there it is. Back to edit lines. What is this, the AHL? Starting lines. Yeah, so we lost our, that was the one prospect that we lost right there, the sniper, but I'm all right with that because we got Goudreau and Vrana on the team now. Wallace, look at Wallace grow. Wallace is getting up there. You can replace Mo Perry. There you go. Wallace is really getting up there. It's good to see. And then Coronen, I'm going to be signing him next season. All right. Boom. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty, so we got the final stretch of the playoffs, 69 points. We're in the wild card. Well, you don't really have to worry about the Canadian division. It's our division. We have to beat the Coyotes and the Golden Knights. The Golden Knights, the Coyotes, and the Blues, baby. Sharks, and hell, even, you know what? We can even catch the Avalanche. We got to beat all of the teams in our division. All right, so let's do it, shall we? Let's head into the trade deadline. Up against the Montreal Canadiens, last game before it. I'm going to keep the current trade block. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Trade deadline. Bang. Let's go. What's available? What's available? What is available? Vladimir Tarasenko, 32 years of age, 1 year left. Shea Theodore. All right, we know that. I don't want to go after him. Torrey Krug, Elias Lindholm, 1 year left. Ben Bishop, Jordan Eberle, Semyon Varlamov, Alex Pietrangelo, Kevin Fiala, 1 year, 85. Don't need a guy like that. Jonathan Marchessault, 1 year. All right, so there were all the top players. Available players, let me see. Severson, Bowers, Gustafson. Yeah, there's not really anything way out there that we need to go for, boys. The Carolina Hurricanes trade a second and a third to the Minnesota Wild in exchange for Kevin Fiala. Kevin Fiala going to the Carolina Hurricanes. Real nice. Pietrangelo fits right? No, I'm not going after a guy like Pietrangelo. He's already 34 years of age with 4 years left. We're on the contract window for this year and next year. We're on a 2-year contract window. So any contract or any players that we go after have to have 2 years or less. So I really don't see myself making any trades at this year's trade deadline, boys. We already made our trade, so I think we'll use some power of video editing right here. Nashville's trade, the Predators trade Burakovsky to the Philadelphia Flyers in exchange for a second and a third. All right, so we'll come back and we'll do a whole wrap-up, but yeah, power of video editing. Okay, so trade deadline done. We got some waivers now. David Savard with 1 year left. Let me take a look at this guy. 80 overall. Defensive pairing number 1. Do I need a guy like this? 80 overall. I mean, I got Vero down there. I got Siegenthaler. Nah, I'm gonna decline him. I'm gonna decline because what are the rules? I'd have to play him in my next game to hold on to him, but I'm not doing that. No, I'm not gonna get him. All right, so the trade deadline is done. We made our trade the day before the trade deadline, but in case anyone wants to see what happened, there wasn't really any big ones. Edmonton acquired a goalie and a defenseman. Hang on a second, we'll get down there. Calgary acquired Will Butcher. What do we got? Bunch of draft picks being moved around. Galchenyuk, Bluger, Gustafson, Lockhart. Montreal. Yeah, just a bunch of draft picks, basically. Elias Lindholm goes to Boston. There you go. That's a big one. There's Edmonton. Edmonton acquires Damon Severson and Semyon Varlamov. Philly acquires Andrei Burakovsky. Carolina acquires Kevin Fiala. And Anaheim acquires Ryan Pulock from the San Jose Sharks. Okay, so it is time, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the playoff run. Oh my goodness. Can we get to the year 4 playoffs, or are we going to screw the pooch? So I don't know if I want to leave Bergeron up there on the first line. Do you guys think it's helping? Let me go back. Let me just go back and see if this plays it out any differently. And I can maybe even just try that +3 and +3. Comes down to the second line. He's done good, but we already played him 63 games on the first line. So I know we want to grow him because he's got that medium elite, but I got to go with chemistry now. I got to get that chemistry going. All right, defensively, Fowler, Axelson, Pulock, and Lindholm, +3/+3. Stetcher and Drysdale, yes, sir. Penalty kill hasn't changed, right? Pulock is in there. Yeah, Bergeron. So if I go like you, and then I go like you. Nah, that's not going to work. Just go back to what was normal. There you go. All right, boys. So what has John Gibson done since he's come back? He has worked his numbers back to respectable area. He's above 900, but those 2 seasons, I need those type of seasons out of him. A 913, 912, 271, 262. Come on now, Johnny Gibb. Get those numbers somewhat better. You can do it, my man. You can do it. All right, so we are on the final stretch run. How many games left we got? We got 19 games remaining. We've got to beat teams in our division and the Canadian division. That basically is what it comes down to, okay? So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go, the final stretch. Adam Larson is back. Do I want Larson in there? Because, I mean, it's just about numbers right now. Now, Stetcher is better than Larson. Although, if I put Larson in here, hang on a second. Do I get a +1? Right defense, Larson. If I put you in there, I do get a +1. All right, Larson, you're going in there on the bottom as well. All right, Pulak. Yeah, Larson's going in. All right, special teams, penalty kill. So Stetcher's going to be out. Larson's going to be in. 3-man penalty kill, 4-man penalty kill. Larson's out. Yeah, so Larson and Lindholm, Pulak and Fowler. 3-man penalty kill. Lindholm and... who was it? I need Larson, Lindholm, Fowler, Pulak. Yeah, it is what it is. Not much you can do about that one. There you go. -3. Oof. Oh, that's bad. That is bad. I have follow up there. Oh, well. All right, not worrying about my 3-man penalty kill. All right, so here we go, boys. 19 games. I want to win at least 10 of them, and then maybe a few overtime or shootout losses. That could be good. So up against the Edmonton Oilers, they picked up Severson and Varlamov at the trade deadline, and we beat them in a shootout, 3-2. All right. All right, they got a point, but it doesn't matter. We got that big one. Chicago is way up there, 39, 19, and 7. Not a team in our division, but still, can we get a point? Can we get something? Can we do something? 5-3, that's 2 points. All right, Ottawa Senators, a shitty Canadian team, but they are 8-2-0 in their last 10. Come on, boys. You can beat the Ottawa Senators, can't you? 4-1 victory. All right, Pulak, you're doing a good job on this team. You're doing a good job on this team. Next up, Vegas. Big game here, boys. The Vegas Golden Knights are 2 points behind us. Both teams in the wild card. Beat them clean. Beat them clean. Beat them clean. Jamie Drysdale has a lingering injury, but he's okay. He's all right. 4-2 victory. Clean. Next up, the Minnesota Wild, 21-40-7. Garbage team. All right, of course, we lose 3-2 to a garbage team. Typical. All right, so how many games left we got? We got ourselves like 14 games remaining. We are 4 points up of the Golden Knights. And the Golden Knights at 75 are 2 points up of the Coyotes. And the Canadian division, the Canadiens are basically in the same spot as the Kings, right? At 67. So we do have a little bit of a gap, but we just got to keep on winning. We just got to keep on winning games right here, right now. Up against the Toronto Maple Leafs, tough team. 5-0 victory. We're winning. Ever since the trade deadline, we've been winning. Up next, the Tampa Bay Lightning. Oh, that's a 4-2 loss. All right, makes sense to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Vancouver, big game against the Canucks. The Canucks have 72 points. They could lose the divisional playoff to the Canadiens and be in the wild card with 72. Big game here. Big game against the Canucks. 4-1 victory. And all of a sudden, the Anaheim Mighty Ducks have found their ability to keep the puck out of the net, and they still have the offense. Johnny Hockey with 30 goals, 45 assists on the year. And Johnny Gibb, he's doing his job late. He's doing his job late in the season. 83 points. We've almost caught the Blues for a divisional playoff spot, and we have ourselves a good 7-point lead over the Golden Knights. That win against the Golden Knights was massive. Next up, the Arizona Coyotes. The team that we stole Bergeron from, right? Anaheim player Grew has been injured with an injured elbow. I will do that manually. I have an idea. I have an absolute idea. Oh shit, Zegras was on the 4th line. Whoopsie. Forgot about that. Oh well, my man. You're doing your job. Troy Terry, you're going to get in there on the 4th line. All right, and now we're going to go to special teams. Penalty kill. Zucker. You know what? Everything's working. What I might do on the 3-man penalty kill. Hang on a second. 3-man penalty kill. Can you go in? You know what? You can't. Whatever. Just leave it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Okay, that's a shootout loss, but we got a point. Minnesota Wild, garbage team. That's a 2-1 victory. Yes, let's go. Oh my God. I think we're close. We got to be getting close to the playoffs now. We have 9 games remaining. We've got to be getting close to the playoffs now. We just got to stay ahead of the Golden Knights. 7 points up on them with 9 games remaining. Yeah, come on. We're going to need a few more. Up against the LA Kings. God-awful team. 5-3 loss. Up against the San Jose Sharks, the team that we stole Ryan Pulak from. Come on. This is a big game against the Sharks. Oh, no. No! Don't do this to me, man. Don't do this to me. We had such a good run. Do not do this to me with your regulation losses late. All right, so the Ducks are above the Coyotes by 3. The Canadian division is at 74, so it's really just our division. We got to beat the Coyotes and the Golden Knights, all right, up against the Colorado Avalanche. Let's see, the Avalanche, that's an overtime loss. We got a point. Oh, for God's sakes, we're starting to fall off now. Oh, my God, don't do this to me. 6 games needed, 6 games remaining. 87 points. I don't think we're going to catch the Sharks anymore. This little losing streak right here at the end of the season is really... up against the Edmonton Oilers, the Canadian division, and that's a big win. That is a massive win. Oh, all right, Gru, get your ass back in here. You're doing much better for us than Troy Terry. Gru, where are you? Where's Gru? Is he a left winger? Yeah, he is a left winger. He's just not on the page. Okay, there you go. Hell, maybe I'll put Zegers back down to the 4th line. It was working. It was working when he was back there. Hell, I'm gonna do it. We need to make the playoffs. All right, so we have taken the Coyotes by 2. We have the Golden Knights by 4, but they have a game played. We just got to keep winning games. That game against the Golden Knights, all right, we two games here. LA and Golden Knights, come on, we got to come away with at least 2 points. We got to come away with at least 2 points. The LA Kings. Yes, we got the 2, and now the Golden Knights. This could get us into the playoffs right here. Right here with this W, this could be the playoff run. Up against the Vegas Golden Knights. And that's a W. That is a W. And the Anaheim Mighty Ducks in year 4 have made the playoffs. Yeah, baby! The trade by GM Superbman to bring in Ryan Pulock is good enough to turn this team back into a defensive maestro. And we are going to the year 4 playoffs. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Doesn't matter what happens now. We got it. Should I just scratch Gibson until the freaking playoffs now? Should I do some load management? Wait a minute. Should I do some load management? Goaltenders, Gibby. You brought it back? You brought it back. Yeah, he brought his goals against average back up. Rest him. Yes, rest him. All right. Dostal, you're getting every end of the... Yeah. Hang on. Might as well turn it off right now. Automated goalie rotations. You're being turned on. Or turned off. Hang on. Auto rotate goalies is off. All right, so yes, I'm gonna give Dostal the ice time now. That's a genius idea. That's a genius idea. Scratch him, baby. Let him play in the finals. All right, so Dostal. All right, good job, everybody. Good job. Up against the Minnesota Wild. All right, that's a 4-1 victory. Good job, Dostal. Up against the St. Louis Blues. That's a 2-1 loss. And the last game of the regular season up against the Arizona Coyotes, who are also in the playoffs. It'd be nice to just get this W right here, get up to 97 points. Cam Fowler's been injured with a bruised hand. Son of a bitch. April 27th. He should be back for the playoffs. Oh, no, he shouldn't. April 20th. Bruised hand! Oh, my God. Last game of the season, and I lose a defenseman. Thank God I got Pulock. Thank God I got Pulock. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Are we done? 82, 82, 82, 82. Yes, we are. Save the game. Save the game right now, you crazy, crazy goof. Create new file. Yes. Yes, we're in the playoffs. All right, ladies and gents, we brought it back. So let's take a look at these individual stats, these team stats. We were 3 games away from 50 wins on the year. So yeah, we had a good season. Goals for per game. Anaheim third best, 3.15, so we're scoring. Goals against per game, best in our division. There it is. The defense came back. As soon as we got Pulock. Power play percentage could be a little bit better. So the power play, come playoff time, we're going to have to work that out. Penalty kill percentage, second best. That's good to see. Home record, 26-13-2. Away record, basically 500. And we're coming into the playoffs with a record of 6-3-1 in our last 10. I like to hear that. Johnny Gaudreau. So, man, all of a sudden, skyrocketed to plus 28. I don't know what I did to our team. Maybe Max Jones was stealing Gaudreau towards the end of the year with the plus 3. They just tore it up, man. My God. All right, so Sam Steele, Gaudreau, and Max Jones on that first line were awesome. Patrice Bergeron -8. He dropped to an 86 overall, so he's perfect on the third line. Yeah, he's losing his speed. Look at that, his acceleration and his speed. Yeah, he's definitely losing his speed. Max Jones. Vrana with 59 points in 77 games played. We're going to have to get Vrana going again, like he was in the first year that we picked him up. So it's definitely like we got to find the right line mates for him. But that's okay, Veranda. He's only 28 years of age, and I got him locked up long term. Maxime Comtois with a 50-point year, 22 goals. Trevor Zegras, there you go. So Zegras' slow growth continues. 19 goals, 45 points at 23 years of age. He should be in the mid-80s at the start of next season. Lundstrom, Zucker, Iafallo, Grew. Good job, everyone. Defenseman, Cam Fowler. Oh, man. That sucks. So we have Fowler out with an injury for the playoff run, our best defenseman. But we do have Ryan Pulock. And what did Pulock do for us once he got to our team? Let's see. Anaheim, +2, 10 points in 20 games played. Yep, that's what we needed. Lindholm, Axelson, Par Axelson, his second year, good. Drysdale, his second year, good. Setcher and Larson. And then Gibby, 904 with a 289 goals against. All right, so the goals against average got a little bit more respectable. He only played 51 games. Had he gotten 63, he might have got up there, but he finished with 28, 19, 3. That's what we need. We're in the playoffs. We're in the playoffs, and we have a healthy John Gibson. Okay, and Dostal, great backup, buddy. 18, 11, and 0 with a great backup year for Lucas Dostal. That way, I mean, if we didn't have him, we might not have had we might not have made the playoffs. Let's take a look around the entire league. Hall skate. Oh my God, Jack Eichel. Yep, McDavid, McKinnon, Huberdeau, Nuge, Cousins, Marchand, Forsberg, Stammer. Top goal scorers: Eichel, McDavid, McKinnon, Matthews, Svechnikov, Barkov, Ovechkin. All right, defensemen in points. I was gonna say Lindgren, Carlson, Mykar, Carlson. Yeah, Carlson again. Doughty, Provorov. That screwed me up for a second. Dahlin. Who's got the most goals? It's going to be John Carlson. And goaltenders with the most wins. Who was the best save percentage? Ooh, Ilya Samsonov probably got it. Carter Hart is right up there with a 718 or 918, 718. Jesus. Robin Lehner, good season. Merzlinkin's good season as well. Ooh, 921. Mackenzie Blackwood of the Boston Bruins. Remember, they signed him long term. That's nice. And then the rookie skaters around the league. Jack Quinn, baby. He won Rookie of the Year again. 22 years of age. Dylan Gunther. All right, there you go. There you go, ladies and gents. So the year 4 Anaheim Mighty Ducks have made the playoffs. And who do we have in round number 1? We have a matchup against the St. Louis Blues. We're coming into the playoffs with a record of 8-1-1 in their last 10 and an overall record of 47, 28, and 7. Yikes. That is real nice. That is really nice right there. Alexander Ovechkin, total goals. Oh, he must have had the goal total now. Hang on a second. Ovi. Total goals for Alexander Ovechkin. He's got 880, boys. He's got 880. How many did Gretzky have? He's got 880. He's one more year, and he'd get himself up to the 900 club. One more year? One more year. All right, so hopefully he comes back. He's 38 years of age. I don't know. 894. Oh, man, that sucks. He's going to need one more season. All right, so we got the St. Louis Blues in round number 1, boyos. Last but not least, let's take a look at the progress reports, see if we had any growth here. Lundstrom, 24, Jones, 20, Bjogstad, 20, Zegras, 14, saying that he didn't grow. It looks like he did grow, boys. Looks like he did grow. Maxime Comtois grew by 13. There's that medium elite potential that's coming through for us. And what about the AHL in the system? Jeez, Melvin Wallace grew by 23. Corey Perry, no! Tom Rogers went up by 20 in low elite. Lindros Petrovicki, there's our goaltender. What about Koronin? Oh shit. I probably should have signed him for the AHL this season, right? Year 1 he grew. I think year 2 we should have had him up in the AHL. So we're going to have to bring up Koronin next season, boys. All right, we're definitely going to have to bring him up next season. So let me know what you guys think. All right, we got up next the NHL playoffs. We're probably going to do that maybe 3 days from now. I don't want to do that on the same day that I have a Toronto Maple Leaf playoff commentary, and I want to at least give 1 day. So I'll probably do it 3 days from now in between Leaf games, in between games 3 and 4. All right, so I'll let you guys know with an update on Twitter or Twitch. Let me know what you guys think for the St. Louis Blues. Cam Fowler's out with an injury, but I think with Ryan Pulock, we can still answer, and we'll see what we got for year number 4. Let me know, boys, and I'll see you there. Hey guys, Johnny here, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give us a like, hit that subscribe button, and make sure notifications are on so you don't miss out on any new content. We also live stream on Twitch where I take days off my life for your entertainment. Sonny Gray, get out of it.
You stupid pieces of shit! I should have gone with Jose for Fernandez! Oh my God, pitching change. Fernandez, get your ass in there. Oh, I swear to God, baseball God just decided to all over me. Grand slam, oh yeah. Make me miss the playoffs with a first-ranked team. Year 2, 30 games above 500, no divisional win, trip to the wild card. First inning.